Alright, well, anyway. We are here for some good old Pikmin 2. Yes. Always gotta go back to the roots, you know? The good old GameCube. Hookday Freight is a long-haul deep space shipping company. One day, its only employee of any merit, Captain Olimar, crashed on an uncharted planet. Oh, okay, that was faster than I thought. He was aided by these creatures, which he called Pikmin. In the end, Captain Olimar escaped. Because the other text was, like, slower, and then that one's just like, yeah, no, you read that. The employer went into financial difficulties. Oakday Freight. And of course, the Captain Olimar pop-up was there, I think, too. President of Hokaday Freight and local employee, Louis. Oh, Olimar, I'm so glad you're safe. Yes, very glad, quite glad. But sadly, I have an announcement that is not so glad. Our company's going under. Yes, we're finished. On his first mission, Louis here met a ravenous space bunny. And his entire load of golden pick brand carrots was eaten just like this. You can see, just gobbled them up. I took out an enormous loan to repay the debt from this loss. I decided to sell off corporate assets to repay the loan. Which included your ship, because I'm a dick. But the only asset we had to sell was your ship, the SS Dolphin, and for the rest of our loan, 10,100 Pokos. You have no means to repay it. Olimar? What is that? You brought that back as a souvenir for your kid? Treasure, 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 money, 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 money. Initiate evaluation of recovered treasure. This artifact is worth 100 Pokos. This thing's worth 100 Pokos? That's more than a year's salary. How much did you take out? What? There are more on that planet? They can repay our debt? Louis, you dolt! Look alive! You must depart immediately with the Olimar. I know you just got back and you wanted to go see your family and you had a souvenir for them, but we're gonna take that souvenir, sell it, and then we're also gonna send you back and you aren't even gonna get to see your family. Adios! I love this game. Valley of Repose. Huh? Okay, bye, Louis. There's stuff that I'll want to show off and everything, so we probably won't play, like, super optimally. We won't play, like, super fast. We'll play kind of slow, because I want to show off things. I want to read stuff and, you know, all that good stuff. Alert, that was close. I have averted a crash landing. Running diagnostics. Alert, danger, Louis is missing. He must have somehow fallen out of his cockpit. He is not responding via his communicator. He is either flouting protocol or is in danger. Olimar, you must find Louis before he freezes to death in the cold of this planet. Wait a moment. Look. Could these be Pikmin? They look like they are about to be devoured as we speak. You must help them quickly. Press B to call them with your whistle, Captain Olimar. You can also hold B to make the sound of your whistle carry farther, remember? These are fine. The Pikmin ran to your side. They seem to remember you, Captain Olimar. How fascinating. Give them instructions and do not delay. Hold A to grab a Pikmin and release to throw it. Like this. Very quick, don't worry. There you go. I need those guys there anyway. Attention, Captain Olimar. I have just re-established my communications link with Louis. It is fortunate we have managed to confirm his safety. Press Y to communicate with him. I am quite interested in the details of his condition. And eventually I'll have time to talk. Instead, it's going to be a lot of reading to start. Louis, allow me to assess your condition. As per our safety protocols, are you at all injured? I feel like I should have eaten something before I started this. Oh well. Is that so? Then my concerns are eased. Our communication link shows you are nearby. Can you make your way to our location and rejoin us? I will navigate for you. Press start/pause to contact me and obtain information about the terrain. Let me just go into another cutscene here. Not too much for me to talk about right now. Louis, the odd object before you appears to be one of the onions mentioned in Olimar's report. The seed the onion ejected just sprouted, and according to Olimar's report, it can be plucked with A. I have a chance to talk soon. It's just so many cutscenes right away, so there's gonna be a lot of that. Louis, this must be one of the Pikmin creatures from Olimar's report. It is staring at you. You can use C to issue objectives to your Pikmin squad and even direct their movement. You can disband your squad with X. Interesting. Olimar's description of the creatures resembling pick carrots was strikingly accurate. Louis, my sensors have detected drool in the corner of your mouth. Are you alright? Run! The eyes, man. Don't look at me. Alright, we just go for a pellet posy here. Now we'll get the other one here. So this is the first thing you run into is the pellet posy. They're absolutely not threatening at all. And you need them, of course, to get more Pikmin. I mean, nothing has been threatening so far. because the tutorial stuff and not even the enemy that supposedly can kill stuff is allowed to on the first day. The onion ejected more seeds. The pellet from that flower must hold nutrients that breed Pikmin. Yes, the Pikmin gather nutrients, haul them to the onion, and further propagate the species. I mean, fair enough, yeah. The onion is a Pikmin mothership. Reviewing Olamar's report, it seems repeatedly tapping A lets you rapidly pluck Pikmin sprouts. Yeah, I mean, this is my childhood game. I freaking love this game. So what we are doing, with some changes I am making for myself because of how many times I have basically played this game at this point. I will be playing without any sprays to give buffs to myself. So no sprays will be used. I will not be using purple Pikmin for combat, as they are very strong for combat. And then also, I will be doing no resets. So if I lose a butt ton of Pikmin, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Just to give myself a little bit more of a challenge, somewhat. Since I've played this game so many times at this point. The first enemy we did run into, which was over here, is the Dwarf Red Bulborb. Not very threatening, it's very small. You can basically just do... I do have some redemptions for this. I forgot to set up the alerts for it. They still will work, but the alert pop-up won't go. I'll just have to try to see it out of the corner of my eye. Of that. I made 2 that I could think of for it. Perhaps this object is one of the treasures that we are searching for. The only reason we found it here is because this is where you crash landed. How fortunate. I would like to appraise it, but you must regroup with Olimar first. Can you see him? Press L to move the camera behind you, R to zoom, and Z to change angles. Z does that. And then R zooming it out, and then yeah. What's the goal of the game? At the current moment, our goal is to pay off the debt by collecting treasures. Treasures will be found throughout the map. They will be found in caves. And all that good stuff. Captain Olimar, Louis, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. But now you must feel assured that your combined wits can get through anything, correct? From now on, use B to form a single group, X to take solo action, and Y to change leaders. So that's one of the biggest changes. The IRA. So one of the biggest changes between, of course, Pikmin 1 and Pikmin 2 is you now have the addition of a second captain. Making multitasking way easier to do. It's not very useful in, of course, the tutorial and too many other things, but it is there as an option. So, like, I could leave Olimar over here to have him ready for when this treasure is dug up, but, I mean, I don't have enough Pikmin anyway, so I'm waiting for the Pikmin to bring the Dwarf Red Bulborb corpse over here to give me enough Pikmin to go ahead and carry it. Debt collectors. That is what we are avoiding. Debt collectors. So the point redemption stuff that we have for this run that I came up with is you can ban a Pikmin type for a day, and you can ban a Pikmin type for a specific cave. Or you could just say next cave if you want to. Either one works. I would not recommend using the cave one super early. Just because some of the first caves are pretty easy. And I will also refund points if I only have, like, 2 types available. If it's, like, only red and purple and you're like, don't use red, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to use purple at all, so... So, yeah, you're gonna have to wait a little bit on some of those until probably a couple days in. A couple in-game days, I mean. So now we just wait for the battery to come back, and that will end the first day for the tutorial then here. Alright. Good. I really should have come up with something on, I'll make a note for myself actually here real fast. Just so I remember to deal with this later. I need to add the notifications for the two new redemption. And redemption. Okay. That's gonna be our first treasure. I don't even have to look at it. It is worth 280 Pokos. We have the Courage Reactor. If I'm remembering correctly. Yes, the Courage Reactor. Okay, this is one sticky note. I thought it was two. I'm like, why can't these separate? Okay, there we go. The Courage Reactor. 280 Pokos. It is actually just a Duracell AA battery. Our first day of exploration has yielded our first treasure. We will be done in record time. I took the liberty of naming it when I appraised it. The name reflects my current thinking. Oh yeah, it's a big effect. Yeah. Leave it to me to think up catchy names for hit products. We shall end our first day here and report back to our president. His face will surely be joyous. However, to communicate with Hokate... Hey! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, my good sir. Welcome, welcome. However, to communicate with Hokate, we must fly into low orbit over the planet. We will not return to the surface until morning, so as to avoid the indigenous nocturnal creatures. Alright, so that'll finish, of course, the tutorial and the first day. Which then we go ahead and we'll start the second day. Which, of course, will go into the normal about 13 minutes per day. I think it's about 13 if I'm remembering correctly. What team are you playing as? Gotta give me a faction you're playing as. And then I can give you a direction, maybe. Allies. Okay, well, like Soviet, British, USF. You gotta specify. Oh, sorry, I should have shown that page off. Hold on, let me go back. Soviets. Go with conscripts. Second building as well. Get some Maxims and AT guns. Skip light vehicle and go for maybe T-34-85s. If you have that equipped. I don't know. I like doing that a lot. So this page, of course, will show off the amount that you had before and the amount that you have at the end of the day. And then we have our death totals. We have death, spy, battle, sunset, fire, water, electricity, explosion, and poison today and overall. On this 1 through 4 are available on the Switch. Yep. 1 through 3 are available on the Wii U, and 1 and 2 are available on the computer. That is very interesting if you think about it. That's actually really funny. Well, I guess, yeah, 1 and 2... 1 and 2 were... How'd you get hit with ads?
Should only be pre-roll stuff. Yeah, because 1 and 2 would be available on Wii U because you have the Wii versions of it. So then, yeah, all 3 are available on the Wii U. That's funny. I was saying you go conscripts and then into second building. AT guns you're gonna need because you're gonna skip light vehicle into the 3485s if you have that as an option.
You found your first bit of treasure! Fine work! Our future depends on your efforts, so check your treasure hoard regularly. I'll check in often. Keep up the pace.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and save that here. And another reason I want to take it sort of slow is I am probably gonna do some reading in between each day. So then there isn't too much in between every single time. So we'll start off with, of course, we'll start with the Piclopedia. We have the Dwarf Red Bulborb. We have the Dwarf Red Bulborb. I am not reading the scientific names. I am going to butcher those to hell. From the Breadbug family, although initially identified as a juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the Breadbug family. Close relative of the vanilla breadbug, it escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptation of the red bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptation and obfuscation by a prey species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. Then we have the pellet posy, of course, from the pelletweed family. In the stem of the pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fiber unique to half-plant, half-animal species, such as the Pikmin and candy pop flowers, which we have not seen candy pop flowers yet. So the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallize nectar is unique to a small group of the pelletweed family, the fact that these plants reach maturity so quickly and that their pellets contain such high concentrations of the natural nutrients in the soil explain why the Pikmin and so many of the other indigenous species are so reliant on these pellets for sustenance. And then the courage reactor we also got. We've recovered our first treasure. Amazingly, the Pikmin remembered how to salvage it. I can't remember their adorable language. I don't understand their adorable language, and I don't know what they're thinking, yet I'm so happy to see them. When I crashed on this planet, the Pikmin helped me locate my missing ship parts in my darkest hour. The Pikmin were there for me now. Now that I'm reunited with them, I know everything will be alright. It will, right? And the question is, do we want the reading? Or is that going to be too much? Let me know.